10,001 milliamp hours? Seriously? Is that even a real number for a phone battery? What if I told you that charging your phone every single day might just be a thing of the past? Let's find out if this is legit. But first, you know this feeling, right? That cold sweat. You're out, trying to book a cab, reply to that super important message, or just navigate your way home, and then you see it.
Yep, that one. The 1% nightmare. The exact moment your expensive smartphone decides to become a paperweight.
Look, if you never want to feel that panic ever again, do yourself a quick favor. Absolutely smash that subscribe button right now. We're about to show you the cure for battery anxiety.
So, let's get right to it. How do you solve that 1% problem for good? Well, you don't just add a little more juice. You create a whole new monster. So let's meet this beast.
Now really, just think about that for a second. What if you could go away for the whole weekend using your phone for everything? Maps, photos, social media, and not even think about packing a charger. That's the world we're talking about here.
And this is how they do it. 10,001 milliamp hours. It's not a typo, people. This is apparently India's very first smartphone with a silicon carbon Titan battery. All you really need to know is that this new tech can cram way more power into the same space, and it lasts a whole lot longer. It's literally more than double the battery you find in most big-name flagship phones today.
And this isn't just some number on a spec sheet, it's a whole philosophy. Realme's official goal for this phone is that you should only have to plug it in twice a week. That's it.
And on those rare occasions when you do have to charge this thing, you're not going to be waiting around. We're talking 80-watt SuperVoke fast charging. But here's where it gets kind of wild. It has 27-watt wired reverse charging. That means your phone is now a legit power bank. You can actually charge your friend's dying phone, fast.
Now, if you're thinking, a battery that big, is it going to degrade quickly? Well, Realme is so confident they're throwing in a 4-year battery warranty. A 4-year warranty. That tells you everything you need to know about their faith in this tech.
Okay, so it's got a huge battery. Big deal, right? I mean, a giant gas tank doesn't exactly make a lawnmower a Ferrari. Can this phone actually perform, especially when you're pushing it to the absolute limit with gaming?
The answer to that question is right here. This phone isn't relying on just one chip to do all the work. Oh no, they've built a custom dual-chip engine designed for one thing: performance.
So what's the secret sauce here? Well, first, you have the main brain, a really powerful and efficient MediaTek Dimensity 7400 Ultra. But, and this is the key, it's paired with its own dedicated HyperVision Plus AI chip. So think of it like this. The main chip is the muscle, doing all the heavy lifting, while the second AI chip is the strategist, making sure everything on screen looks amazing and runs incredibly smooth. And what happens when those two chips work together is, well, it's kind of mind-blowing. Realme's claiming it can boost frame rates by up to 400% in some cases, while at the same time reducing how much power it uses by 16%. More power, less battery drain, that is the dream. But let's talk about what that actually means for you. For all you gamers watching, this is the number that matters. The P4 Power is built to give you a stable 90 frames per second in super demanding games like BGMI. That's buttery smooth, competitive level gaming without watching your battery percentage just melt away. And check this out. This is another genius feature for anyone who games for hours. It's called bypass charging. When you're plugged in and playing, the power cord powers the phone's hardware directly, completely skipping the battery. Why does that matter? It means way less heat, which is the #1 enemy of performance and long-term battery health. It's just really smart.
So, we've established it's a battery king and a gaming beast. But is that all there is to it? Is it just a one-trick pony? Let's take a look at what else this phone is packing, because there's a lot more to it than just power.
Get a load of this number: 6,500 nits of peak brightness. To give you some context, some of the most expensive flagship phones out there struggle to even get past 2,000. This basically means you can be standing in direct, blinding sunlight, and you'll still be able to see your screen perfectly clear. No more using your hand as a visor. And this thing isn't some delicate flower either. It is built to survive. We're talking IP66, IP68, and IP69 ratings. In plain English, that means it's protected from dust, high-pressure water jets, and even being completely dunked in water. Add in the military-grade armor shell, and you've got a phone that's ready for pretty much whatever you can throw at it. And of course, it's got to have a good camera, right? It's rocking a solid 50-megapixel Sony sensor, the IMX882, and it's got optical image stabilization, which is crucial for getting those crisp, non-blurry photos and smooth videos.
All right, we've come to the big one, the question you've all been waiting for. With all this tech, the monster battery, the gaming chips, the crazy bright screen, what's it actually going to cost to end your battery anxiety for good?
Okay, here it is. The pricing is really competitive. It starts just under 26,000 rupees for the 8GB model, and even the top-of-the-line version with 12 gigs of RAM is just under 31,000.
But hold on, it gets even better. If you jump on this early, there's some pretty sweet launch deals. We're talking a 2,000 rupee instant discount with certain banks, a 6-month no-cost EMI option, and an extra 1,000 rupee bonus if you trade in your old phone. Those deals make an already good price even better.
So, when and where can you get your hands on it? The first sale kicks off on February 5th at 12 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and you'll be able to grab it from Flipkart, Realme's own website, and other major stores. So I have to ask, with a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, a 4-year warranty, and the power to charge other devices, has Realme just ended the battery spec race? Is this the new bar that everyone else is going to have to try and clear? I seriously want to know what you think. Drop a comment and let me know.